Hi everybody, this is Miss Phyllis again from Muskogee Public Library, and I'm coming to you today with another recipe to share. I am going to be making turkey enchiladas. What you're going to need is a tablespoon of butter, a half a cup of sliced green onions, 2 small cloves of garlic, 1 bunch of fresh spinach, 1 minced jalapeno pepper, seeds and stems removed, 1 cup of ricotta cheese, a half a cup of sour cream, but I substitute Greek yogurt in for the sour cream, 2 cups of Monterey Jack shredded cheese, 1 19-ounce can of enchilada sauce, and then 1 package of ground turkey, and then you need the white corn tortillas. And this is a very easily adaptable recipe. You can eliminate the turkey and just go with the spinach only to have spinach enchiladas, or you can leave the spinach out and just go with turkey enchiladas. And we are going with just turkey today. I don't have any spinach, but sometimes I do the turkey and spinach. And I am also leaving out the jalapeno pepper because, as most of you know, Miss Phyllis does not like anything hot, and jalapeno peppers are too hot for Miss Phyllis. So I don't put those in my cooking. So we're going to start off with our tablespoon of butter. I don't use the fresh garlic. I use the already minced garlic, and it tells us on my jar that it's a half a teaspoon. Approximately a half a teaspoon equals 1 clove of garlic. So in our recipe it calls for 2, so I'm going to use a teaspoon of garlic. This recipe makes a lot, so if you have a big family, it will make a lot, enough to feed everybody. And then if you have a smaller family, this is one of those things where we make a couple of extra little pans and we put them in the freezer because they freeze quite well. You just don't put all of your enchilada sauce on there. And so this is where I would add my spinach. If I was doing the spinach, to wilt it down just a little bit, I would cook it in till it's wilted. And then I would remove it from the, put it in a bowl and just use the same pan to do my ground turkey. So I'm going to let that garlic cook just a little bit, and then I'm going to put my turkey in and start browning my turkey. And turkey is a really lean meat, so you will want to add a little bit of fat into it somehow. So I'm going to put that in my pan with my garlic and my butter. Oops. I'm going to try to keep it all in the pan. I'm going to just spray the bottom of my cooking dish with my spray oil, and I'm going to get another one ready to go just in case I need it. Usually I have a couple of pans because I usually do about 6 to 8 enchiladas in a dish at a time for us. I am going to put a couple of paper towels in the bottom of my bowl, and I'm going to drain my turkey into that, and it's just the butter and the water that cooks out of it. We don't want that in our enchiladas. So it's good and browned. There's no pink in it anymore, so that is cooked. You don't want it to look like it did when you put it in your pan. And turkey is a white meat, so when it cooks it doesn't really look brown, it just kind of looks kind of a white brown. So I'm going to turn that burner off, and I'm going to pour it into my bowl and less green. And I'm measuring out a cup of ricotta cheese, and like I said, it's a really soft cheese, so it will be our binder in this recipe. So I'll put that in my bowl. Okay, so I am measuring out my Greek yogurt, and I'm using that in place of sour cream. I use lime because it will give it a little bit of flavor, and I have been known to put a real lime, squeeze some juice into it to kind of even give it more lime flavor. It's really good. Into my mixture here. Okay, so we need a cup of Monterey Jack cheese, or whatever your favorite cheese is to use with in cooking Mexican food. I used mostly Monterey Jack, and I had a little bit of sharp cheddar left, so I thought I would just top off the rest with the sharp cheddar. And one of my babies has come in and decided to be vocal. So, okay, so I've got I got the ricotta cheese, the Greek yogurt, which is in place of sour cream, so you could use either or. And I used the lime Greek yogurt, and then I used a cup of cheese into my mixture, and then I'm stirring it and just mixing it up quite well into our bowl. Set that aside, and then we are going to mix all of that up. So take my corn tortilla, and then I am going to just take a big scoop, put it right in the center there, and then I'm just going to roll it. And I'm going to do that until I get my pan completely filled. So I am going to take and I'm going to put my enchilada sauce in my dish. And that was a 28-ounce can that I split up onto the two pans. And then I'm going to put this in the oven that we preheated to 375 degrees. We're going to cook it for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes I will put the extra cup of cheese on my enchiladas and put it back in the oven for the extra 5 minutes to melt the cheese, and then it will be ready to serve when it comes out of the oven. Alright, my timer is going off, so I'm going to take my enchiladas out of the oven. And it's been 15 minutes that they've been in the oven. To sprinkle my 1 cup of cheese on top. So we're cooking these for 5 more minutes. Be good, long enough to get the cheese nice and melted, and then they will be pretty much ready to serve. So we will see you in about 5 minutes. Okay, we are back. Our timer is going off, so we are going to take out our enchiladas out of the oven. Now this is a little hotter than what they would be before I would actually serve them, but I will get one out and show you how yummy and delicious they look. And there you have a delicious cheesy enchilada. Looks very yummy. Okay, in conclusion, I would like to say thank you for joining in and watching my video. And I'd like to say a big thank you to my husband Darren for filming. And I would like to say thank you to Jason from the library, Jason Gonzalez, our tech guy, for editing. And I also want to remind you that you can get e-resources for different things on Overdrive or Libby with Overdrive, RB Digital, which they have magazines and audios and books, I believe. And in the magazines you can check out with your library card magazines like Taste of Home or whatever, and I get a lot of my recipes from Taste of Home, and I really like that magazine, so it's really good to get it with your library card. And I would just like to say thank you for joining me today, and hopefully every one of you are practicing your cooking skills, and I hope to see you all soon. Happy cooking.